Hi, I'm Brogen Hayes, and you're watching One to Watch. This week's One to Watch does not star Scarlett Johansson as an ass-kicking woman who overdoses on drugs, and nor does it star Marion Cotillard as a woman who must fight for her job. Instead, this week's One to Watch is What If? What If is based on a play called Toothpaste and Cigars, and it's directed by Michael Dowes. It stars Daniel Radcliffe as Wallace, a man who meets the very charming Chantry at a house party and hits it off with her, walks her home, takes her number and thinks, this is it, I've met the next woman of my dreams, I've gone through a horrible breakup and now I'm ready to get back on the horse. But it turns out that Chantry has a boyfriend. So Wallace is faced with the choice, does he want Chantry in his life as his friend, or does he just want to cut his losses and run? Now, it would be easy to think that What If is just another stereotypical can guys and girls really be friends sort of romantic comedy. But the good news is that the screenplay takes all of the conventions of the romantic comedy, the best friend, the awkward situations, and turns them all on their head. There's one scene where Radcliffe and Kazan go skinny dipping in a lake and have their clothes stolen, and instead of realising that this is the moment they're attracted to each other and sharing an illicit kiss, they actually end up bickering and arguing and falling out as friends. There's another great sequence where Kazan comes to Dublin. Yay, Dublin! Woo! To chase down her boyfriend who is working here in the city, and Wallace follows her to declare his big romantic gesture of love for her, but when he gets to Dublin, she's already headed home. So within 24 hours he flies from Canada to Dublin and then jumps on a plane to go back to Canada. It's one of those things where the path of true love rarely runs smooth and the path of true comedy rarely runs smooth either. Daniel Radcliffe has lost all of the little Harry Potter mannerisms that made him sort of a frustrating actor, to be honest. He's lost the tendency to go after every sentence that he speaks, which is an absolute godsend. If it's Michael Dowes that talked him out of this, I'm firmly on your side, dude. Well done. Zoe Kazan plays a character slightly like Ruby Sparks. She is the manic pixie sort of dream girl. But that's okay, because Wallace is sort of the manic pixie dream boy as well, so they're a sort of good match. Adam Driver plays Alan, who he's just basically like his girl's character, except maybe a little bit less depressed and depressive and a little bit more spontaneous in the right way. Rafe Spall plays Chantry's boyfriend Ben, and while he's not an exceptionally bad guy, he's just a guy who's caught up in his career and makes choices that means his and Chantry's relationship is not all that it could be. Out of 10, I'd give What If a solid 8. It's not the most amazing and original film ever made, but it's a really decent rom-com. It turns all the conventions on its head. Michael Dowes directs with a really light touch here and allows the rapid-fire dialogue between the characters and the sweet gestures that they make for one another to do all the talking for them. And instead of this film being familiar, sort of schmaltzy, Cameron Diaz-esque rom-com blah, it is a film that's filled with heart and warmth and surprisingly tons of comedy. Who knew Daniel Radcliffe was funny? There you go. So until next week, I've been Brogen Hayes. Your One to Watch this week is What If, and you've been watching One to Watch.